If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC 25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 8% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay guys, so saving grace of doing YouTube videos on my channel, the evolutions. That's why I told you guys in that one discussion video that we're gonna start doing transfer market reviews and sometimes like evolution reviews depending on the players, because it's super necessary with how bad the live content is this year for the live players, right? So I already have like footage for Trent and stuff, so that'll be released. So yeah, just let me know what you guys would be interested in, and we'll basically just take it from there. Like I see Adama and stuff trending, so I might do his review because he's one of the evolution cards. It's Adama. I think the main ones is like Adama, Liao, and Endrick. Those would be like the main ones, but we'll see. We'll see what the vibes are. Anyways, so IQ test, player review, but we're gonna take a look at the evolutions for today, right? So evolutions has a 9% like to dislike ratio for a paid one. 100k for this one. Okay. Alrighty then. So what do you get for this one? So a bunch of stat improvements, +4 in the weak foot department, cam, playmaker ++, pinged pass plus, first touch. Both pinged pass and first touch are very good play styles, to be fair. Yeah, they're both nice play styles. But it depends on which route you basically go to. So let me see the cards that are trending. Oh, Messi's trending. I mean, you know what? A card like this, you could technically use as a cam playmaker ++. That is actually a possibility. Like if you want to use a usable version of Messi without it, because like honestly, if these cards were like SBCs, they'd probably sell, or they'd probably sell like crazy. Not sell, but like people would actually probably do the SBCs, because the thing about this card, right, is that at this point in the game, would I use them as a striker or a right mid? No. But the current meta with playmaker ++ as a cam, yeah, that's actually pretty usable on him, right? The first touch plus being added is very cool. It just makes his dribbling better for the most part, right? Obviously with Messi, he's pretty much known for having some pretty decent left stick on the card. I don't know about this version because I never tried out Messi this year, but technical plus and first touch plus are good additions. Technical I don't care too much about, but it is still nice to work with if someone's applying like pressure against you. But he does have a finesse, he does have a dead ball, incisive, tiki-taka, quick step, so he actually has stuff to work with in the cam position, which is important, right? Like being able to pass the ball is going to be a really huge variable with good passing stats. Meta wise, you're just working with a lower sprint speed and a lower shot power, because you have to give him the clear and obvious Hunter chemistry style, in my opinion, right? But usability wise, it does increase quite a bit for this Lionel Messi card with that Hunter chemistry style, because he has like good base stuff, right? And again, it's that cam position change that adds a lot to it. That's one of the key things from this evolution, right? So Reijnders gets 1-2. Don't care about the cam stuff. I don't really think I would actually use him there. No, I mean, nah, I don't think I would use him like that. I will say though that the upgrades for this, like what is the upgrade? What's the key upgrades for this one? Nothing crazy significance. The agility increase is nice though. That part is nice, but you would only be giving him a first touch. Because Reijnders is one of the generally better midfielders in this game. I'd rather use this card than Essien, to be honest with you. But yeah, Shadow Chemistry Style, increase the pace, increase the defense. The crazy thing about this card during that time period is all the passing play styles that he has, while being a player that can still dribble nicely and still offers some defensive capabilities, even though he doesn't have the play styles because he's 6'1", right? So yeah, I mean, you could go down this route. Would it make a ton of sense? Debatable, I would say. Debatable. Because, I mean, he has a good base mechanic stuff. He definitely does. He's like one promo card away from being like disgusting, to be honest with you, 100%. But yeah, Shadow Chemistry Style to boost the pace and defense, puts him in a pretty solid area. I think generally speaking, you would still use him on that like sort of playmaker role, CDM holding maybe. Yeah, I think that's like generally how you would use them. Neymar would be the other choice here. So obviously, big variables added with his card is going to be in the cam position as well, giving him the cam playmaker plus. Allows you to use him in the 4-2-1-3. Still has a regular inside forward on the left-hand side. Also has Shadow Striker. Wouldn't be horrible to try that out in a 4-2-3-1 in the side positions, but even on a Hunter chemistry style, a lot of the stats is kind of low in the shooting department. Like the dribbling by default is going to be nicely improved compared to like this version over here, right? Because of the agility, bounce, and reactions boost, for sure. But a little bit wasted on him because, you know, he has a Trickster plus by default. And honestly, with Trickster, like, just give me a regular Trickster and let me get any other playstyle plus, to be honest. Like, even a finesse shot, in his case, a pinged pass plus. He does have a regular one, so I'm not, like, opposed to it completely. He still has incisive and pinged pass, so to be honest, as a 5-star player, it'd be nice. But he's already a 5-star player, so it's like, you're kind of wasting on that one, too, I would say, generally speaking. Szoboszlai, so you can make this card more usable. 92 dribbling is a big deal if it's formatted correctly. I mean, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better, but certain things are a little low, kinda. I mean, his usability increases quite a bit. Like, if you give him a Hunter, you have better pace, better shooting capabilities, and your 5-star, right? You get the playmaker plus in the cam position. You can also get it in the center mid area, but obviously he doesn't really have like super high defensive stats for that spot. So it would mainly be for like the cam position in a 4-2-1-3, right? If you're building some sort of like Liverpool team, you would have like a 5-star player in that area who still has some dribbling capabilities, right? Also has at least a pinged pass, which could be helpful. No incisive or anything like that. For this card, but decent play styles to work with. On a Hunter chemistry style, it gets the improvements, but I can see where people are going with the dislikes on this card, or not this card, but this evolution, because a lot of these cards are poorly formatted, even if you give them a 5-star at this point in the game, as an evolution that you are paying 100k for. Like with a card like Bruno, to really make him significantly better, you would have to give him like a higher defensive boost, right? To really suit the meta of the game nowadays, especially roles-wise, where he's working with just the Playmaker Plus. These cards, he actually looks decent on a cam. I take it back a little bit on him, I'm not going to lie to you. No, on him, I take it back a little bit. I take it back a little bit. I mean, on a Hunter, he actually looks pretty solid. Cam would be the main role. I think he has like pretty much all. Yeah, Playmaker plus is added. I mean, guys, he has incisive pass, he has pinged pass, he has long ball. First touch is a nice add to him, to be honest with you. I don't mind that whatsoever as a cam. I don't think he'd be that bad there, to be honest. No, with the 5-star capability, it's one of the better options I've seen so far, to be honest with you. Even has like some defensive stats. Trickster on the card too, and then yeah, the 5-star, it adds a lot to him. I mean, the usability increases quite a bit. Like, I'd rather put that ahead. Like, Messi would be one of the main ones, right? But Bruno actually looks decent because he's not poorly formatted. Nkunku might be the same too, potentially. Yeah, Nkunku looks pretty decent too. Yeah, he doesn't look bad either. Cam plus. Do you have Shadow Striker on this card? Oh, he does have Shadow Striker too. Incisive and pinged. First touch, Trivela, Flare, Finesse shot with a 5-star is nice. Yeah, these, I don't know why these cards are not trending as much. I think these cards should be higher. Like, Messi I get because it's Messi. Reijnders, because he was like one of the overpowered cards. Initially, at this point in the game, a little bit harder to say. Like, you would have to like upgrade it and check and see, right? Which would be a little bit difficult to do. Because people like to get cards that look more like guarantees, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think with Bruno, he looks pretty decent as a cam. Like, if you're building a Portuguese team, he doesn't look bad at all. I think Nkunku, like these cards, guys, like for the price you're paying for them, like imagine Phil Foden, they release like 1.2 million coins. But you see how I'm speaking? That's exactly how they want you to think. Oh, Phil Foden was 1.2 million coins, so we're going to release an evolution for 100k and then release these types of cards. Which, to be fair, like honestly, like Nkunku and Bruno don't actually look like bad choices. Like if these guys were, okay, let's say you had this inform card, right? And he was just chilling in your club, you never really used him. And then you get a card like this that's 5-star, 5-star, and you put 100k towards him, and it turns him into like a 150k SBC. I don't think you'd really complain about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is actually not that bad. Left mid, couldn't care less. Cam has the playmaker plus plus, so he's usable in that sense. Also has a shadow striker, so if you're using these new formations like the 4-2-3-1 narrow where you're using them in the side positions, you can totally do that. He's a 5-star, 5-star player now on a hunter, mid 90s for pace. Just doesn't have a quick step or a rapid on him, so you just have to be mindful of stuff like that, right? What other stuff do we have here? So we got the perfect attacker or attacking midfielder. Messi has like different versions from chains. From chains, yeah. Chain evolutions. Johan Cruyff. So Johan Cruyff gets one too. 92 dribbling on this card compared to his 88. All of these evolutions, they just don't touch the pace part. I think the pace part would be a really huge thing to improve for him. It would really add a lot of depth to him. But I think the stat improvements for this are not too bad either. I think, what does he get? He gets the first touch on the card because he already has the tiki-taka. Take this out. The dribbling boost is pretty massive. That's a really big one. Because his dribbling before, like you give him a hunter, you're working with lower dribbling stats, it's really cringe, right? But this one, you now put him in the 90s area. So it's again not the same as like the evolution where you boost everything to a 99 dribbling. I don't know if he has an evolution that has 99 dribbling everything with like a press proven. But if he does, I'd probably go down that direction. But it's hard to say because sometimes these cards that have 99 dribbling, it doesn't always feel like 99 dribbling. It just depends on the player, right? But Hunter chemistry style for the pace and shooting boost in the card. Playmaker plus plus, the usability definitely increases quite a bit, right? Because the dribbling is significantly better. Just more wasteful with the double play styles, right? Not being added, but you know. Luka Modric, 92 dribbling boost. It's like an almost there type card, you know? I give him a shadow and I use him as a center mid. Some of the stuff is kind of low. Kind of low because he has like no defensive play styles, right? Trivela and first touch would be kind of cool as a cam. Like if I used this card as a cam and I didn't care about the pace and I didn't care about the shooting being that high, I still feel like he would perform decently, right? As a 5'8" player, 90s for dribbling stats except for reactions, good passing capabilities because he has a incisive pass, a long ball, and a pinged pass, all three of them, right? So that's definitely pretty solid. Whipped pass, maybe you'd care about more if he had like more aggressive cam stuff in the future, if you could improve the pace and stuff, but it doesn't really seem to be that sort of ordeal on the card, right? Okay, so this one gets the first touch and the pinged pass. So pinged pass for Xavi Simons. Do you have Shadow Striker? Oh, he does. I like that. I like that. Yeah, this card could be cool, actually. First touch, pinged pass plus. Really big play style. Left wing with what? One inside forward. But you're still someone who's 5-star, 5-star. You still have a finesse shot on you. Yeah, on a hunter, good pace, good shooting boost. Passing's in a decent area. Dribbling also in the 90s. Has some defensive stuff too, so that does add to the card in the cam position, to be honest. It does add to them. Like, when you don't have, like, defensive playstyles, and, like, you're in the midfield, like, center mid-wise, not cam-wise, it's a little bit more cooked. But I think with this, on a hunter, I mean, he looks a little bit cooler to work with. Especially since, by default, he has Shadow Striker plus plus. I think that adds a lot to it. It's just the sprint speed being on the lower side, but you can kind of imagine like a pinged pass on either the left or the right hand side. It would be crazy to work with in the sided positions, like if that's how you ended up using him, right? So I'm not really against that, to be honest. Like I think there's a couple things you could do with that for sure. I'm gonna see who's trending here on GG's. On the right one here? Yeah, I am. Okay. Okay, so generally same players. Like I said, Bruno is not really that poorly formatted. Like at least he has 90s for dribbling. Right? It generally has good passing abilities. Like his animations for that type of stuff is actually pretty solid because he actually has the passing stats and stuff for it. And Nkunku we checked out already. Oh, this Modric card has CDM, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd really use it as a CDM. Talisca is trending finally. This was the SBC flashback card, no? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, his usability increases quite a bit too, actually. Debatable whether or not you would use him nowadays. He was already 5-star before, so you're just making him a 5-star 5-star compared to 5-star 4-star before. Let's see here. Who else we haven't seen here? Let me see. So Saliba skillful. Build your birthday. Nkunku, Cruyff, the perfect. Greenwood. I wonder, do you guys use Flare Plus for anything? I don't think Flare is like a hugely like important plus thing to have, to be honest. I mean, he's not poorly formatted. The only thing with him is that he's already by default a 5-star. Oh, no, he's not. I'm so... Oh, weak foot. I was about to be so surprised. I'm like, no, he has a weak foot. Definitely has a weak foot. Like a strong weak foot, you know? But yeah. Hunter chemistry style, pace boost, shooting boost, 90s for dribbling. Playmaker plus, inside forward, right mid, right wing. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Isn't this the dude from AC Milan? I swear he was from AC Milan before. Could be wrong, but I think he was. Long ball and first touch. CDM cam center mid. Five-star shadow for center mid with what? Deep lying playmaker holding plus box to box. First touch a long ball, anticipate press proven. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, I think we've seen like the main important ones. Kvaratskhelia actually. See, formatting this guy's dribbling just to be generally better is not a bad idea. Just because normally he is a very physical type dribbler, but making him a cam, I mean, he wouldn't really dribble that quickly. I think cams need to be a little more, well, a lot of the players need to be more agile. If it was like striker, that'd be okay, but Marek Hamzik gets one too. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be bad to try, I guess. 5-star for him on like a hunter with a pace boost and shooting boost in the cam position. Not horrible. Because he has defensive stats, so it kind of adds to it in that midfield area. Because he has incisive, he has long ball, he has press proven, pinged pass. He actually has some decent stuff, to be honest. Doesn't have like finesse or Trivela or anything like that, but like, hey, if you green time your strikes, could be decent. Not too shabby there. James Maddison gets a more usable card. Yeah, his usability increases. If you're a Spurs fan and you like to play with the Playmaker plus, this actually increases him quite a bit with the Hunter. Because you would mainly use him as a Playmaker plus, cam position, 4-2-1-3 probably. First touch, finesse shots. Actually has passing playstyles too. Good passing stats with the passing playstyles. Not too bad there. Cruyff we checked out. Dybala gets turned into a 5-star, 5-star. That's not too bad either. First touch with a pinged pass is actually pretty solid. What's nice about this card is that he does have Shadow Striker, but doesn't really have the pace for it in the side positions. He would mainly have it for the middle cam position if you're playing like 4-1-2-1-2 or 4-2-3-1 narrow, but he's down the middle. That sort of deal, right? Cam with the playmaker plus for El Shaarawy. First touch, trickster, finesse shot, pinged pass. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I think with this one, the like to dislike ratio is warranted in the sense that you have to pay for this one. I think when you have to pay for ones, like they gotta be like pretty meta, you know? Like you're paying for this one and it's a lot, it's 300k. But like some of these cards are nice, but 300k is a little crazy. They're getting really crazy with this stuff, man. I'm telling you guys, like they're getting really crazy with it. And I guess they're getting away with it, to be honest. I guess there's a lot of people doing it. There's gotta be, right? But yeah, there's a couple of decent choices. Like I would do my best if you guys are like some of these ones that are trending, like Reijnders, just because he was overpowered before, he could be actually pretty good, to be honest. He could be with some stat improvements, because physical boost is actually pretty nice, to be fair. But I like player like Bruno. Looks like he's well formatted for it. Even Nkunku's card looked pretty decent for it. I liked that one. Some of these makes these cards like more usable, like Messi with a playmaker plus, it definitely makes him more usable for sure. But I guess the more complicated thing is the link ups. Like you would have to maybe do like a Suarez evolution with like 99 dribbling for that to work out, right? And then you would have to have like a Jordi Alba evolution, maybe just stuff like that, just to get like the link ups in the team, unless you have some like Argentinian players or something like that. But yeah, try your best to like get cards that have dribbling stats like this, but the pace is at least not horribly formatted with the shooting, because they have the passing play styles, playmaker plus is added to them. But even if they have like a Shadow Striker plus like Nkunku or Xavi Simons, you should be looking at stuff like that, because giving these play styles in those positions is pretty helpful for sure. But other than that, it's either you do that or you look at some of the sentimental ones that you have been doing evos on, and you could have some pretty solid options to work with there as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I will catch you guys later. I might have like 3 or 4 market reviews today, and then maybe tomorrow we'll start doing some of the evolution reviews for some of these cards that have like 99 dribbling, but they're just generally well formatted. Like Adama I might be able to get and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys for the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out, my dudes. Love you guys.